Millie Bobby Brown sparks major Stranger Things fan theories.
Kim Kardashian reveals she doubted her relationship with Kanye.
And Pete Davidson jokes about Ariana Grande's birth control pills.
All that and more on today's rundown.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Happy Monday. A lot has happened over the weekend, including the fact that Cardi B supposedly turned herself into the police after starting a fight at a strip club?
Yep. But first, we're going to be talking about Millie Bobby Brown and a potential, maybe sort of spoiler for season 3. Pictures of Millie Bobby Brown filming a scene for Stranger Things season 3 were shared over the weekend, and from what fans could gather from the pics, things were not looking good for Eleven. The photos show Millie, aka Eleven, looking distraught and confused as she crawls out of the ocean and onto a beach. In the scene, Millie wears a vintage yellow and black button-up t-shirt and oversized trousers, and she's completely soaking wet and shoeless. The filming took place in Malibu, California, and considering there are no beaches in Hawkins, Indiana, the photos of the scene raised a lot of questions and theories for fans. According to the Metro UK, other cast members were also filming on the beach that day, including one young boy dressed up as a baseball player and an adult who appeared to be the boy's father, as he carried a baseball glove and 2 bats. So how did Eleven end up crawling from the ocean in distress in front of a little leaguer and his dad? And is she supposed to be in Malibu, California during the scene, or some other nondescript beach? Well, one fan theorized, quote, "Since it's Elle, we can't say for certain that she's physically in California. She could be physically projecting herself out there. Maybe it has something to do with her accessing Max or Billy's memories and explaining why they left the coast." Another fan shared, quote, "Just because they're filming in Malibu doesn't mean the scene is actually taking place in Malibu. For all we know, this could be a flashback of someone else's memory." One fan suggested, quote, "Maybe they take a day trip up to Lake Michigan," and another theorized that the scene could be a flashback to one of Eleven's mom's memories. Whatever the case, I'm so freaking pumped because really anything that we get, any information at all about Stranger Things season 3, I'm all here for it. So I like all these theories though. Like, what could it really mean?
I know. I mean, honestly, with Stranger Things, it could mean anything. Like, these fans are on the nose with that. But I will say, Stranger Things season 1 and 2 were so successful. Like, they're probably getting a bigger budget. Who knows? They could take a trip to Cali, maybe shoot an episode or 2 there. We don't know. They could travel. It happens.
Yeah, I mean, I just trust Eleven wholeheartedly. So whatever she wants to do, if she wants to go to California, girl, do it.
Let's go. Come visit us. If you guys saw last night's episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, then you probably saw Kim Kardashian wasn't always sure that her and Kanye would be forever. So during the episode, while Kim was talking to a friend about Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick possibly wanting to have another kid together, Kim commented on how, despite no longer being in a relationship, she thinks that the two should have another child together so that all of their kids share the same parents. She said, quote, "I mean, I would want all my 4 kids with the same person." Interestingly enough, she didn't stop there and then revealed that after having North, she had doubts about whether her and Kanye's marriage would work out in the end.
Like, when I got pregnant with North, I had no idea if Kanye and I were gonna end up together. I was like, we can break up, but let me just at least have some sperm so like I can have another one so I could have siblings.
While there's simply no denying that Kim has come to Kanye's defense a lot over the last several months, last night's episode showed us an entirely different side of their relationship, proving that like any other couple, they have arguments, sometimes about very trivial things, like Kim's Instagram. In one particular scene from last night's episode, Kim revealed that Kanye got mad about the aesthetics of her Instagram feed. She said, quote, "He wanted me to post 6 Polaroids from that shoot that I posted, those nude pictures, but I posted one from the beach. He wanted them all to match up and be all from the motel. That's what the fight was. I'm like, I like the beach one. He's like, no, you don't understand. I see the vision." But there was even more where that came from. Okay, so while she was talking to Chloe, Kim then revealed that her and Kanye got into another argument, but this time over a Band-Aid.
We had a fight because I wouldn't get him a Band-Aid. I said, did you look in the proper place? There's a Band-Aid here. He didn't like that one. So he wanted another one, so there was a Band-Aid there, and I put it on him. He didn't like the color of the Band-Aid.
So according to Kim, Kanye was mad that she wouldn't go out and get him a skin-colored Band-Aid. However, after chatting with Chloe, Kim came to the conclusion that he was more upset that she doesn't make enough time for their relationship because she's too busy with the kids. In the end, Kim made it up to him with a heart-shaped box full of Band-Aids and some new lingerie. And speaking of Kanye, you guys, he got into a little bit of trouble after being the musical guest for the SNL premiere. He performed 3 of his songs, everyone loved it, but it wasn't until a speech after his performance, when the cameras were no longer rolling, but Chris Rock caught it on his phone, that overshadowed the entire night. So Kanye was wearing his infamous MAGA hat and talking about how we should follow our hearts and not our minds.
Now you got a situation where we need to have a dialogue and not a diatribe.
And then on Sunday, he tweeted a pic of his head wearing the hat once again inside a private jet and wrote in the tweet, quote, "This represents good and America becoming whole again." So naturally, after wearing the hat on SNL and taking a picture of that hat for social media, it's received a ton of backlash. I don't know what to say about Kanye. I do have to say, because I don't want to get too into this and go on a rant, I think it's really funny that him and Kim fight about her Instagram feed.
His vision, right, for her Instagram feed? Really? Really? I mean, just let her do her thing. Like, I don't understand.
He has a vision for, I think, social media. So, and here's what I'll say. Kim's Instagram is bomb. If he is truly the mastermind behind it, I think that's cool. I think it's, with social media, the Kardashians are so calculated with what they're gonna post, what they're gonna put where, what themes they have going on. So what we're learning is kind of that Kanye's behind a lot of this.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I don't think so, because
he dresses her.
That's different. She poses. No one else can pose for her. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm not saying that he's behind like her modeling poses. But he definitely, I mean, people have like social media managers and all that make it all look good. And Kanye does seem to be like very, I don't want to say controlling.
But controlling.
A little bit controlling when it comes to Kim's like social media platforms, the way she dresses, basically their image altogether. But I can't believe that he like got mad at the fact she posted something she liked and he's like, that doesn't look right. Oh, Kanye. She's still got millions of likes, so it's like.
It's fine. And next, you guys, Pete Davidson is in hot water because of a joke he made on SNL. Looks like SNL took full advantage of the Pete-Ariana summer engagement. During the Weekend Update segment, co-host Colin Jost asked Pete all about his high-profile engagement. Pete talked about what it was like being with the most famous pop star of our time. He joked about not having to pay rent, but said he puts his part by stocking up the fridge. At first, it was all fun and jokes about being with a woman who is the breadwinner.
I'm totally comfortable being with a successful woman. I think it's dope. I live at her place, you know?
What's the prenup situation?
Well, obviously, I wanted one, you know, so God forbid we split up and she takes half my sneakers.
But then he went on to joke about sabotaging her birth control.
Last night, I switched her birth control with Tic Tacs.
And it didn't stop there. He went on to say, quote, "I believe in us and all, but I just want to make sure that she can't go anywhere." Fans naturally took to Twitter to express concerns for their relationship. Ariel Rose tweeted, "Generally, I thought Pete Davidson was funny, but until birth control sabotage stops being a common form of abuse and a way abusers trap women in dangerous relationships, I'm not going to laugh at that joke." Another user tweeted, "After Pete Davidson's awkwardly unfunny remarks on SNL tonight, I had some thoughts and put them into words. Frankly, we should all be scared for Ariana Grande." Ariana has yet to comment on the drama that he just started. As you know, she dropped out of being the musical guest, but she was backstage and supporting her fiancé and even posted to Insta stories with a caption, "Live from NY." And it seems like Ari's continuing to take some much needed time away from the stage to focus on herself. Over the weekend, Ariana assured fans that she was okay after she posted a series of emotional tweets. She replied to a fan, quote, "I love you and never want you to worry about me or think I want attention. I have way too much as it is without asking. Just had a human moment and wanted to confide." Ari also opened up about her anxiety over a possible Sweetener tour. When a fan told her to take all the time she needed, the pop star responded, quote, "I know, but I miss you. I'm antsy. Can't sit still. I want to tour now. Yesterday I just wanted to sit home forever, but today I want to do shows and see you. It's all very up and down right now. But hi, I love you and I'm working on it. I'll keep you posted." The singer said that even though she'd never regret going on tour, being away from home for a long period of time is what makes her nervous. She tweeted, quote, "My happiest moments are with y'all and on stage and stuff. I just think it's the long chunks of time away from home that are scary to me right now. Hi, I'm being too honest and people are gonna tear me apart, but I don't care anymore, LOL." While she knows she can't do a tour as big as her last one, Ari did suggest doing a smaller tour so that she can still see her supporters. She tweeted, quote, "Maybe I'll do a mini one. I can't do what I did last time right now, that I do know. Whatever it is, I hope it's okay with you. I just love and miss you. Everybody's telling me I need to take time, but I'm so antsy. I don't know. I love you." A lot happened with these two this last weekend, but as far as Ari goes, I can totally understand her wanting to, you know, get back into, you know, like singing for her fans, and I totally understand that, but I also feel like it's very important for her to take some time, focus on herself, and even if she feels really antsy, to just be there for her first.
Yeah, totally. I do want to know, to the drums, what are your thoughts on this Pete Davidson situation?
Honestly, in my opinion, I think that when someone makes a joke like that, you need to see where it's coming from. So Pete was on SNL, first of all, so none of it was taken seriously. But I understand that now, you know, with them being together, he needs to kind of be careful with what he says because the Arianators are going to go after him. It's just a tricky situation, but it all just really depends on how Ari feels, honestly.
I think with the Pete thing, like, if this was on Disney Channel, I get it. You know, like, that's an inappropriate joke to make on Disney Channel, but he's on SNL. It's a lot of dark humor. If you regularly watch SNL, it's not always, but they got some pretty serious jokes in there. I understand he's with Ariana and what he does reflects back on her. Totally get that, but like, she's happily engaged. Don't be scared for Ariana. He's a comedian. They make light of situations that they're trying to make people laugh about dark things. So that's what Pete has done his whole career. So I have no issues with that. I feel for him. I feel like it's very hard receiving so much hate because now he's in this relationship that's so public with someone so famous. I don't think he meant any harm by it. I think we gotta remember he's a comedian on SNL. But yeah, I just wish them both happiness and let's just be chill, let's be happy, spread love. During a BTS concert in New Jersey, Taehyung started crying on stage and fans are saying a lot about it. The BTS ARMY is known for getting emotional and crying over BTS in general, but in New Jersey, a member of the group found himself joining in on the tears. BTS member Taehyung, better known as V, shed a tear while performing on the group's North American tour. Taehyung's tears were spotted by fans during their performance of The Truth Untold from their album Love Yourself Tear. He moved to the music and sang along, but at certain angles, and as captured in the videos from the BTS ARMY members who could see it, it definitely looks like he's crying just a little as the rest of the guys sing But I Still Love You. Fans reacted, sympathizing with the singer, with one user tweeting, quote, "I don't blame him. I can't listen to the whole song at all without breaking down. Never have been able to. Someday, maybe." While another tweeted, quote, "Taehyung has such an old soul. It never surprises me to see him be emotionally invested in the music." I love when singers get emotional during their songs. It's one of my favorite things because music is all about bringing out certain emotions. So if it's a sad song, cry. I'm just kidding. But no, it's endearing when they get emotional. So I love this. It's so cute.
Yeah, it's very relatable. I mean, hey, we've all done it. We sing to the car. Sing to the car.
We sing to my car.
Hello, I love you. We sing to Adele in the car and we're just like bawling our eyes out. It's the same thing, but it's nice to see someone, you know, of that caliber be on stage crying. Just let it all out, man. We're all here for you. And you guys, Cardi B has surrendered herself over to the police over the alleged club fight. According to TMZ sources, Cardi B is about to be charged for allegedly getting two bartenders from Angel Strip Club in New York assaulted back in late August. The two bartenders were sisters by the names of Jade and Batty G. Supposedly, Cardi had an issue with the one girl, Jade, because she thought Jade had slept with her husband. Now, Cardi was at this particular strip club because Migos was performing there. And while she was there, according to TMZ, Cardi told her posse to attack the girls with, quote, bottles, chairs, and a hookah smoking device. TMZ went on to say that Batty G and Jade were injured but did not go to the hospital or seek any kind of medical attention. A source close to Cardi told TMZ that this attack was not premeditated and was actually started after someone threw a drink. TMZ did say that Cardi will most likely be charged with 2 misdemeanors, reckless endangerment, and disorderly conduct. Well, you know, good on her for coming forward to the police and talking about it and turning herself in. That's a very interesting situation to be in, and she did it.
This is the weirdest story
I
I've
know.
read all week. I want to say like all year, but we get some pretty interesting stories here. Can't Cardi stop getting into physical, like just fight with everyone on Twitter like every other celebrity. You know, like leave it in the Instagram comments, slide into the DMs. Don't throw shoes at Nicki Minaj, and don't ask your posse to beat up 2 girls. I love Cardi, but if this is true, this is alleged, just to be clear. We are not for sure, but if this is true, girl, Cardi, don't do that.
No.
But listen, I don't want to just bring us down with Cardi news today. We do have some uplifting news about her. She performed for the first time solo since giving birth to baby Culture, so that's very exciting. She looked very gorgeous in like an all-red ensemble. She looks hot.
Yeah, good for her. I mean, that must have been tough after, what, a few months? It's been,
I know.
It's been a while, so
I mean,
good for you.
She's got right after having a baby, she was like back in it. When she was pregnant, she performed and like did things for the media up until right before giving birth, and then got right back into the game after. I don't know how she does it. All right, you guys, that pretty much wraps up our show for today. But before we go, I gotta know from you guys, are you upset about Pete Davidson's joke about birth control? Do you think people are overreacting? Did you laugh? Did you hate it? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments.
And guys, I want to know what you think about this whole season 3 Stranger Things situation. What do you think those pictures mean? Let us know down in the comments.
All right, you guys, in the meantime, you can hit me up at Renee Ariel on Instagram.
And you can hit me up on everywhere, really, all social media at Amy Cassandra MTZ.
All right, you guys, we'll see you back here tomorrow. And then click right over here because Shane Dawson finally addressed all that backlash he was receiving for his Jake Paul series for calling him a sociopath. Well, like not really calling him a sociopath.
Just click over there. And then after that, click right down here to subscribe so you can watch us more.
I feel like a, what is it, boomerang?
Ooh.